And now that you only actually get flu twice in a decade. I probably had it twice in the last 10 years. And next time you call in sick with flu, don't be surprised if your boss doesn't seem to believe you. Researchers say the average adult has flu just twice every decade. Men in particular should take note. The study found no evidence that they are more likely to be struck down by the bug than women. In other words, man flu may be a myth.
So you change your specs more often than you get the flu.
I do actually, yes.
Let everybody see the specs.
You know, finally, Bill.
Look at those.
Finally, I've admitted it, and I can actually read the newspaper, which is so exciting.
There you go. But aren't they a beautiful colour?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
They look great. What's the difference between flu and cold?
That's
what I always want to know.
Well, they're different.
Because the flu, you tend to get much more of a temperature, in my experience.
And flu really knocks you. You know, cold yourself.
I'll read it, Steph, because I can now.
Doesn't it depend on how strong you personally are? Because
No.
There's influenza and there's cold.
No. Right, that's me told.
Carry on.
Because I've had a cold for about 2 weeks now.
Oh, Steph.
And sorry, you don't need to feel sorry for me because I know lots of people have it, but it's that thing, isn't it, of have I got a flu or have I got the cold? I don't know. Anyway, I'm at work. Passing it on to everyone.
Thanks.
Right, let me tell you what's going on in the papers. Morning, everyone. So, a story in the Financial Times this morning is about RBS. So, you remember yesterday I was talking about the banking results and from Barclays and recently I was telling you about RBS as well, and it was kind of hinted within that they would look at restructuring the business in terms of job cuts, and that's what the Financial Times is saying this morning, that their retreat from investment banking is to accelerate as RBS plans to slash as many as 14,000 jobs. Now, these are jobs across the world, and this is they're underlining essentially how important it is to kind of cut back on some of their global investment banks. So that's a story that I'm sure it will continue. Now, another interesting story, which is in all of the papers this morning, is about incomes and how they have changed. And it's saying now workers are better off than they were before the financial crisis, so before 2008. So we've finally got back to where we were, and this is because of prices being down and wages up. So it just gives you a good graphic there of some of the things that have gone up and down, saying shoes and clothing and footwear have gone down, electrical goods have gone down, but health and beauty, they've gone up, as have books and stationery. So some interesting facts on what's gone up and down in price there.
Right. A doctor writes, influenza, commonly known as the flu, is an infectious disease caused by the influenza virus. Symptoms mild to severe. Most common symptoms: high fever, runny nose, sore throat, muscle pains, headache, coughing and feeling tired. The common cold is a viral infectious disease of the upper respiratory tract, and those symptoms include coughing, sore throat, runny nose, sneezing and fever, but not the muscle pain.
I've got a cold.
Yeah, good.
Have you?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Thanks so much for bringing it
There we go. Thank you. I've had it a while now.
Keep your fluids up.
Thanks, Steph. It's 19 minutes past 6. This is Breakfast from BBC News. Main stories this morning. Britain's 40% stake in Eurostar is being sold to an Anglo-Canadian group in a deal worth £750 million for the taxpayer.
Police in Bristol have until this afternoon to continue questioning a man and a woman on suspicion of murdering the teenager Becky Watts.
Carol is a vision of blue sky this morning. What a delight. Morning.
Good morning. Well, for many of us today, Lou, it's going to be like this. But we've got to get through the day before some of us will see it. What's happening is a lot of sunny spells around. There are a few showers. Most of them will be killed off as we go through the course of the afternoon as high pressure builds in, and then we'll see some sunshine. So you can see the high pressure building quite nicely. This system waiting out in the wings, though, will introduce thicker cloud initially to Northern Ireland later on, and some rain as well. But where we've got this speckly cloud, that's where we've got the showers currently. Under clear skies, it's a cold start to the day. There's some frost around as well. Watch out for ice on untreated surfaces, but a lot of dry weather. Any winteriness will be on the hills today in Scotland. At lower levels, the showers will tend to be more of rain. And a lot of dry weather. Cold start, but a lot of dry weather around, a lot of sunshine. It's the same for Northern Ireland. What a difference from this time yesterday. The showers being of rain. For Northern England, still some showers around Cheshire as well, heading down towards the Midlands, one or two possibly in the southeast. But again, for most, it's dry, it's cold, it's a frosty start, but it's also going to be a sunny one. Now, as we head on through the course of the day, the showers will become fewer and further between as the high pressure builds in. The winds will be lighter in the sunshine. It will feel fairly pleasant. There will be some areas of cloud around, but for many, we'll be looking at the brilliant blue skies that Lou pointed out at the beginning of the broadcast. Out towards the west, though, the cloud's going to build ahead of a weather front coming in, and that's going to introduce some rain. So as we head through the evening and overnight, here it comes. Coming in across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, it will be fairly patchy in nature, breezy with it as well, move further south, and when you're out of the cloud, well, the temperature will be lower, and that does mean, once again, we'll start the day, particularly in southern England, with a touch of frost. So it's going to be a cold start to the day tomorrow in the south, but it's going to be a sunny one. We still will have the cloud and the ranges fringing across the north and the west of Scotland. Not much getting over towards the east, but you can see a bit more cloud coming in from the northwest. But one thing worth highlighting are the temperatures. The temperatures are starting to pick up. Once again, in lighter winds in the south in particular, it will feel very pleasant. For Friday, it's the south favoured for the most sunshine. We still have weather fronts just plaguing the northwest. More of a breeze here as well, but again, the temperature is going to be a feature of the weather as it continues to climb. We're looking at 10s and 11s, 12s across England and Wales, 10 in Northern Ireland, but we're looking at 8s or 9s as we push into Scotland. And heading into the weekend, we still will have some cloud and rain coming into the northwest. Still going to be comparatively mild, but as we come further south, the temperature could easily get in to the mid-teens with some sunshine. So for some of us this weekend, spring will spring. That didn't sound right, did it? It won't have sprung yet, but it will spring.
It sounds lovely. Thank you. We shall enjoy it, Carol.
22 minutes past 6. Did you know Premier League footballers are more likely to be born